Montgomery County in the state of Maryland in the United States is one of those places. Hollywood and Bollywood have given the world images of India that are both stunning and staggering. Both are accurate. India is a land of extremes and holds everything in between. What it does not hold for too many is opportunity. My parents did not have high school education. My father dropped out of high school to work in a steel plant built by Soviets. As children, my classmates and I were given tours of the steel plant. Perhaps this was intended to impress us with the strength and the might of Soviet Union. What impressed me most, however, was that how hard the men were working at very difficult jobs in very dangerous conditions. Two lessons I learned from those tours as a child. That my father and his colleagues were working very hard in difficult conditions to feed their families. Second, that education was the only way out of a life like my father's. During my childhood, India was faced with one of the worst famines in its history, but disaster was prevented. It was during this episode that India and a young boy in elementary school was introduced to American generosity. The United States sent tons of surplus wheat to a country that had sided with Soviet Union at the beginning of the Cold War. Politics were set aside and millions faced starvation. My sister and I would go with our parents early in the morning to line up at the government distribution centers to receive bags of wheat. What I would learn later, Norman Borlaug, an American scientist at Texas A&M University, who was the great-grandson of Norwegian immigrants, have invented a high-yielding variety of wheat that brought the Green Revolution in India. He won the 1970 Nobel Prize for his life-saving work, increasing the food supply, decreasing famine, contributed to stability and peace around the world. Dr. Borlaug was my early introduction to American innovation and the impact that it could have. So you see, my introduction to America was through its values of generosity and innovation. In my humble opinion, these are two of the values that define American greatness and will continue to make America an exceptional nation. These are the values embraced by the citizens and leadership of Montgomery County. These are the values that are the basis of our inclusiveness, and we are so incredibly fortunate to live in a region that values inclusion, recognizing it as a resource. Recently, tragically, you will remember the shooting of two Indian IT workers in Kansas City. The hate crime reverberated across the United States and around the world. Here in Montgomery County, I was so impressed and deeply touched that our county executive spoke out, strongly condemning the tragic incident halfway across the country. The young victims were from the city of Hyderabad in India, a sister city of Montgomery County. The inclusivity of Montgomery County is deep-rooted and on display through our sister city agreements with cities in China, India, Ethiopia, and El Salvador. I want to commend and thank the county executive and the members of the county council for their strong commitment to these partnerships and their strong condemnation of the actions of the man who took one life and changed the other forever. There are 159,000 children in Montgomery County's public schools. They will live in the future that we are shaping every day. They will inherit the inclusive culture that we create. They will hold the patents for the foods and medicine that feed millions and prevent diseases.